Alex and his alien roommate crouched among the thick undergrowth of the forest just beyond the academy. The night was quiet, except for the distant hum of the city lights and the occasional rustle of small creatures in the trees. For a moment, Alex allowed himself to breathe. They had escaped the immediate danger of the patrols, but he knew they were far from safe. "We cannot stay long," she said, her voice low, urgent. "They track?" "Always. We must move soon." Alex nodded, brushing leaves from his jacket. "Where do we go? What's our next step?" She hesitated, her eyes reflecting the moonlight. "We find hidden place from academy. Secrets." Alex tilted his head. "Secrets? What do you mean?" She looked at him, a flicker of worry in her gaze. "This academy, not just school, many things hidden. Council, experiments, and tests. Many species, humans included." Alex's heart sank. A school that hid dangerous experiments? That explained the hidden tunnels, the patrols, the technology she carried. But he hadn't imagined humans were involved. He felt a mix of fear and anger. How could anyone let this happen under their noses? "Then, we need to see these secrets," he said firmly. "If the academy is hiding this, we need to know. Maybe it will help us." She studied him for a long moment, then nodded. "Yes, but careful, many, dangerous. You must trust me only." Alex swallowed hard. "I trust you." With that, she led him through the forest, following a faint path that twisted between massive roots and dense foliage. She moved with a silent grace, always aware of the smallest sound. Alex followed closely, careful not to step on twigs or brush leaves that might betray them. After several minutes, they reached a small clearing. In the center, almost hidden by the trees, was a concealed hatch. She pressed a panel beside it and the ground slid open silently, revealing a ladder that descended into darkness. "This leads below academy," she said. "Phew, no. Place safe, for now." Alex peered into the darkness. "Below the academy? How deep does this go?" She shrugged slightly. "Deep enough. For secrets. Not found. Easy come. Now." They climbed down the ladder carefully, the walls of the shaft glowing faintly with alien markings. Alex's stomach churned as he descended further, realizing how little he knew about the place he thought he understood. This academy was a labyrinth, hiding truths most students would never see. At the bottom, the tunnel opened into a wide chamber. Strange lights hovered over consoles, panels, and displays. Maps of star systems, diagrams of ships, and streams of data floated in the air like holograms. Alex blinked in disbelief. "This incredible," he whispered. "What is all this?" She stepped forward, her fingers tracing the glowing maps. "Knowledge, hidden, for centuries. Council, use it, to control many worlds, humans. Underestimated. They never see. How strong, how clever." Alex nodded, feeling a surge of pride. Humans were underestimated, yes, but in moments like this they could make a difference. He looked at her, realizing how much trust she had placed in him. "They know I am here," she continued. I send hunters to take me like stop knowledge." "Spread," Alex felt a chill. "Hunters? After all this knowledge?" She nodded. "Yes, dangerous. If in wrong hands. Many die. I protect. Always." He glanced around, absorbing the glowing maps and panels. Each piece of data represented worlds, lives, and technology. The responsibility she carried was immense, and now he shared it with her. "Then, what do we do?" he asked. She turned to him, her expression serious. We gather evidence, show others. Academy, not safe. Must expose. Truth." Alex's jaw tightened. "Expose it? That could put you in more danger." She shook her head. "Better known than hidden. Council cannot control forever. Must act now." He nodded slowly. The risk was huge, but staying silent was not an option. Together they moved through the chamber, studying consoles and panels. Some displayed simulations of battles. Others showed experiments conducted on alien species and even humans. Alex's stomach churned as he realized how many lives had been affected. "This is horrible," he said quietly. "Why would they do this?" "Power, control, fear," she replied. "Many leaders forget. Morality, only see advantage." Alex clenched his fists. "Then we have to stop them. Somehow." She glanced at him, her eyes shining with a mix of hope and caution. "You brave human, not like others. Maybe, together, we can survive and fight. They continued through the chamber, moving toward a section that seemed even more heavily guarded. The alien woman paused at a console and pressed her fingers on a glowing panel. A holographic map appeared, showing tunnels, patrols, and hidden rooms throughout the academy. "This shows everything," she whispered. "We must be careful. Watch. We move." Alex studied the map, his mind racing. He realized the academy was more than just a school. It was a testing ground, a center of control, a place where secrets could change the balance of power in the galaxy. Suddenly, a faint alarm sounded. Alex's heart leaped. Sensors detect movement," she said urgently. "We must hide. Quickly." They ducked behind a large console as light scanned the chamber. Shadowy figures moved in the distance, guards, drones, and watchers all searching. Alex held his breath, feeling the tension rise like a wave ready to crash. "Stay quiet," she whispered. "They cannot see us now, only shadows." Minutes passed, each one stretching endlessly. Alex could feel his heart pounding in his chest, his palms sweaty. But he also felt a strange thrill. This was no ordinary night, no ordinary adventure. They were part of something far bigger, something that mattered. Finally, the sensors returned to normal and the lights dimmed. She exhaled softly. "We lucky now," she said, "but cannot stay long. Must leave chamber. Find escape." Alex nodded. "Where do we go next?" She pressed another panel. A hidden door slid open, revealing a narrow tunnel leading further into the depths. "Follow carefully." No. This way leads outside the academy. Safer." Alex followed her, marveling at her knowledge and skill. The academy was no longer just a place for classes and study. It was a maze of secrets, danger, and hidden power. And together, they were navigating it. As they moved deeper, Alex realized how extraordinary his roommate truly was. She was not just an alien. She was a guardian of knowledge, a protector, and now his guide through a world he had never imagined. And for the first time, he understood why she had come to him. Humans were unpredictable, resourceful, and brave. She had chosen him because she knew he could survive, adapt, and stand beside her when the dangers became real. They emerged into another hidden chamber, this one filled with even more holographic maps and data streams. She turned to him, her expression softening. "You, human, stronger than appear, maybe? Together can change things." Alex met her gaze, feeling a surge of determination. "Then we do it. We survive. And we expose the truth, no matter what." She smiled faintly, a mix of relief and trust in her eyes. "Yes, together we survive." Outside, the academy was still patrolled, shadows moving, secrets hidden. But Alex and his alien roommate had found a way to navigate the dangers. The night was far from over, but for the first time they had hope. Together they would uncover the academy's secrets. Together they would survive. And together they would astonish a galaxy that had underestimated them both. Alex stirred awake in the middle of the night. The dorm room was unusually quiet. The faint hum of the academy's lights outside the window barely reached his ears. He rubbed his eyes, thinking he had just woken from a strange dream. But then he noticed something that made his heart skip a beat. On his bed, sitting cross-legged and staring at him with wide, curious eyes, was his alien roommate. She was unlike anyone Alex had ever seen. Her skin had a soft, pale shimmer, like moonlight reflected on water. Her long hair fell in a cascade of silver, almost glowing faintly in the dim light. Her eyes were large, dark, and oddly expressive, showing a mixture of fear and worry. "You're awake," she said, in a voice that was soft, but carried an accent Alex couldn't place. Her words were broken English, careful and deliberate, yet full of emotion. Alex froze. His mind raced. Why was she on his bed? Why wasn't she in her own room? I didn't mean to scare you," she continued, fidgeting slightly. I just needed someone." Alex swallowed hard. He had shared a dorm room with her for weeks, and they had been friendly but distant. Her species was known for being private, for keeping their personal space and thoughts sacred. No one expected them to be open, especially not to humans. "Okay. What's going on?" Alex asked cautiously, sitting up. He didn't want to startle her, but he needed answers. She looked down at her hands, her long fingers twisting nervously. "Something follows me. I cannot hide anymore." Alex's stomach tightened. Something was following her? In the academy? He thought the campus was safe. It was supposed to be a place for learning, for young beings from all over the galaxy to live together in peace. Follow? You like someone's coming after you? He asked. She nodded, her eyes glimmering with worry. Yes, they take me back if I am seen. Alex felt a chill. He had read stories of alien species being hunted, kidnapped for secrets, or even experimented on. He never thought it could happen here, in the dorm next door. Okay. Look, he said, trying to sound calm, though his hands were shaking. You're safe now. I won't let anyone, hurt you. Can you tell me who is after you? She hesitated, as if choosing her words carefully. Council. Galactic Council. They know I know too much. They want the technology, the maps, everything. Alex's eyes widened. Technology, maps? He had no idea what she was talking about, but he could feel the urgency in her voice. This wasn't just a prank or a student hiding from a curfew monitor. He took a deep breath. All right, look, we'll figure this out. But first, why are you sitting on my bed in the middle of the night? He asked, trying to keep his voice steady. She looked at him, her expression softening slightly. I trust you, Alex, my species. We only choose one person, one to trust. I see something in you, Alex blinked. He had never been trusted like this, especially not by someone so different, so mysterious. His pulse quickened, not with fear this time, but with the strange mix of awe and responsibility. Before he could respond, a faint sound reached his ears. A soft scratching, almost like someone walking quietly in the hall outside. He stiffened, glancing toward the door. They are here, she whispered, her voice barely audible. Alex felt panic rise, but he tried to stay calm. Who's here? They patrol. Sometimes, she said, glancing nervously toward the window. I must hide. Alex's mind raced. Hide? She was already hiding on his bed. But he realized she meant something bigger, something dangerous. He quickly pulled on his slippers and stood, careful not to make sudden movements. Okay, let's figure something out. We need a plan. She looked at him, surprised.
Plan?
You help me? Alex nodded firmly. Yeah. If someone is after you, I'm not just going to sit here and watch. She gave a small, relieved smile. Then follow me, quietly. Alex followed her as she slid off the bed. Her movements were graceful, almost floating. She led him to the corner of the room, where a small panel in the wall hid a tiny passage. Alex had never noticed it before. This is how I move without being seen, she said, pressing a sequence of buttons. A hidden door slid open silently, revealing a narrow, dimly lit tunnel. Alex peered inside. You've got a secret passage. In our room? She nodded. Yes, only my species. We can make places like this. He swallowed hard. The weight of the night pressed on him. Not only was his roommate an alien, but she was also hiding from forces strong enough to hunt her down in a highly secure academy. They crept into the tunnel, the sounds of the dorm fading behind them. The hallways were silent except for their careful footsteps. Alex noticed her keeping glances toward the doors and windows, as if expecting eyes to appear at any moment. I can't stay in the open, she whispered. If they see me, I cannot escape. Alex's mind raced. Then we stay together. I'll help you, but I need to know everything. Who they are, what they want, why they're after you. She looked at him with eyes full of trust and fear. I will tell you. But you must promise. Promise you will not tell anyone else. Not humans. Not aliens. Not anyone. Alex nodded, feeling the weight of the promise. I swear. No one will know. You're safe with me. Her hands trembled slightly as she reached out and touched his arm. Thank you, Alex. I don't have many who can care. Humans. Maybe. You are different. Alex felt a strange warmth at her words. Despite the fear and danger, there was a bond forming between them. Not just roommate or friend, but allies. They moved deeper into the hidden passage. Alex noticed strange markings on the walls, symbols and diagrams that glowed faintly. Unfamiliar to him, but clearly meaningful to her. She ran her fingers over them as they passed, murmuring softly in her language. What does that mean? Alex asked, curiosity winning over his fear. She glanced at him, hesitant. Old language. Maps, locations. If they catch me and I cannot protect them. Alex's stomach tightened. Maps, locations. Something big was at stake. Bigger than either of them. He felt a mix of fear and excitement. Suddenly, a faint sound echoed through the passage, a whisper almost like a shadow moving at the edge of the tunnel. Both of them froze. "They are near," she whispered. Alex felt his heart pound. "Then we need to move faster." Together, they pressed forward, deeper into the hidden tunnels of the academy. The night had begun as normal, quiet, and ordinary. But now it had become the start of something extraordinary. Alex didn't know what dangers awaited, but one thing was certain. He couldn't turn back. His alien roommate had trusted him in a moment of fear, and that trust would change everything. And somewhere in the darkness of the academy, forces were moving, watching, waiting. The night was far from over. Alex and his alien roommate moved silently through the hidden tunnels beneath the dorm. The walls glimmered faintly with the alien markings she had traced. Strange symbols he didn't understand. Every step made his heart beat faster. The academy that had seemed safe only hours ago now felt like a trap. Where are we going?" Alex whispered, trying not to stumble in the dark. "To safe place," she replied. Her voice trembled, but there was determination in her eyes. "I cannot go back to my room. They watch," Alex nodded. He wanted to ask more questions, but he knew pressing too much might alarm her. Whoever was after her was not just any ordinary threat. This was serious, and she trusted him enough to share this secret. That alone told him how unique their bond had become. They reached a junction in the tunnels. The alien woman paused, listening. The silence pressed on them, broken only by the faint hum of lights far above. She put her hand on Alex's arm. "Not far," she whispered. "We must be careful." Alex swallowed hard. "Okay, just tell me if I need to do anything." "I'll follow your lead," she nodded, her eyes softening. "Good, you understand me. Many humans cannot," he smiled faintly. "I'm not like other humans, then." For a moment there was silence. Then a faint noise echoed through the tunnel, a low scrape almost like metal on stone. Alex stiffened. "Scouts," she murmured. "Sent to find me. To take me back. We cannot let them." Alex's pulse quickened. "Take you back? Why? What did you do?" She looked at him, conflicted. I did not do wrong. I just know too much. The Council, they control many worlds. They want secrets I carry." Alex shook his head. "Secrets? Like what?" She hesitated, glancing around the corner. "Maps, technology, old knowledge. If they get it, many die." Alex's stomach turned. This was bigger than he had imagined. His alien roommate wasn't just hiding from trouble. She was protecting something powerful, something that could change the galaxy. And now he was part of it. The tunnel widened slightly, revealing a faint glow ahead. They were approaching a hidden chamber she had shown him in passing before, one he had never entered. "This room," she whispered. "Safe." For now they stepped inside. The chamber was small but filled with strange devices, glowing softly. Panels lined the walls, showing maps and symbols Alex couldn't comprehend. A low hum filled the air, almost like a heartbeat. "This is your place?" Alex asked, awe in his voice. She nodded. "Not mine. Inherited. From my people. Hidden here long ago. For protection only few know." Alex walked closer to one of the glowing panels. "This is amazing." "What is it?" She glanced at him, her expression serious. "Information. Knowledge. Dangerous if wrong hands take it. I cannot let them have it." Alex nodded, understanding the gravity of the situation. He had always thought humans were small players in the galaxy. But now he knew how important this moment could. Alex and his alien roommate moved cautiously through the hidden tunnels beneath the academy. The glow of the holographic maps they had seen earlier still lingered in his mind, a reminder of just how much power and knowledge were hidden in this place. The night was quiet, but the tension was thick. Every shadow seemed alive, every sound amplified in the darkness. "We cannot slow," she whispered, her eyes scanning ahead. "They patrol. Faster now, sensors active." Alex nodded, trying to match her calm even though his heart pounded. "Where are we going this time?" he asked. She hesitated, her expression shadowed with worry. "Council. Official watches. Academy knows my presence. He want me captured." Alex's stomach tightened. "An official? Not just patrols or drones, but a high-ranking alien authority?" The stakes were higher than he had imagined. "Then we have to move carefully," he said, his voice steady. "We can't let him find you." She nodded, her hand brushing his arm in a brief, reassuring gesture. "Yes, must trust, only each other. They continued down the tunnel, twisting and turning through passages Alex had never known existed. Strange symbols and maps glowed faintly on the walls, showing distant star systems and secret pathways. Alex couldn't help but feel amazed. This place, which he had thought was just a school, was a center of galactic secrets and hidden power. Suddenly, the faint hum of machinery changed. A soft, rhythmic sound echoed through the tunnels. She froze, her eyes widening. "They coming?" she whispered urgently. Alex's pulse raced. "Who? How many?" "Council, official, alone. But strong," she replied. "Must hide now." They ducked into a narrow alcove pressed against the walls. From the shadows, Alex could see a tall figure moving with confidence, scanning the tunnels with a device that glowed faintly. It was clear this was no ordinary hunter. This was someone trained, someone powerful. The alien woman whispered instructions to Alex, guiding him silently through the shadows. He followed her, trying to stay calm, trying to move with her grace. But even as they crept, a part of him felt the weight of the situation. They were being hunted by an authority far above any student or patrol. Finally, they reached a small chamber hidden behind a wall of glowing panels. She pressed her hand on a hidden panel and the wall slid open to reveal another room. "Safe. For now," she said softly. Alex exhaled, relief flooding him. "For now, okay. But how long will that last?" She shook her head. "Cannot. Long. Must. Act. Must. Escape Academy. Show truth. Council cannot. Hide forever." Alex looked around the room. Panels displayed data, simulations, and recordings of experiments on different species. Some were cruel, some were merely manipulations of power. Alex's stomach churned. He had never imagined the Academy could be so dangerous. "Then, what do we do?" he asked quietly. She turned to him, her expression serious. "We didn't find proof. Broadcast. Galaxy must know humans. Underestimated. Can they survive? And fight?" Alex nodded. The weight of responsibility settled on him. Helping her was not just about survival. It was about revealing the truth. About protecting lives, both human and alien. Suddenly, a sound echoed from outside the chamber. A deep, commanding voice. "You." "Intruders," the voice called. "I know one of you is here. Come out. Or face consequences." Alex's eyes widened. He recognized the authority in her tone, the high-ranking official she had warned him about. "We cannot be seen," she whispered. "Hide. Quickly." They ducked behind a console as the figure entered. Alex could feel the power radiating from him, an aura of control, of authority, of danger. The official moved with precision, scanning the room with advanced sensors. "You have hidden well," he said, his tone almost approving yet cold. "But hiding is temporary. Knowledge cannot remain secret forever." Alex's stomach churned. They were discovered, but the official didn't seem angry. Instead, there was curiosity, calculation. The alien woman whispered in a low voice. "He knows me. From before. He thinks I betrayed my own species." Alex's head spun. "Betrayed? What, you didn't do anything wrong?" "I left my people," she said quietly. "Learned counsel. Dangerous. Experiments. I could not obey, so I fled. Now T believes betrayal." Alex felt a surge of anger. She had trusted him, relied on him, and now an authority thought she was a traitor. He clenched his fists. "Then we show him," Alex said firmly. "We prove the truth. He won't stop us if we have proof." She looked at him, a mixture of relief and worry in her eyes. "You human. Brave, maybe. Together, we survive and expose truth." The official's sensors swept the room again, and Alex felt his heart pound. They couldn't delay. "Now, quick," she whispered. "We move. Corridor. Escape." Alex and she slipped into a narrow tunnel, moving faster than before. Behind them, the official's voice echoed faintly, but he did not pursue immediately. It was as if he was waiting, watching, calculating. They reached a chamber filled with more holographic displays and data streams. She began downloading information onto a small device, her fingers moving quickly over the controls. Alex watched in awe. Every movement was precise, practiced. She had done this countless times before, yet here she was, trusting him to stay calm and follow instructions. "Almost done," she whispered. Alex nodded. "We'll make it. We have to." Suddenly, a mechanical sound echoed from above. The ceiling panel shifted and a drone descended, scanning the room. Alex's pulse leapt. "Hide!" she hissed, grabbing him and pulling him behind a console. The drone hovered for a moment, its sensors sweeping across the chamber. Alex held his breath. Then just as suddenly it ascended and moved away, too. "Close," she whispered. "We must leave, now." With the data secured, they slipped through another hidden door, moving deeper into the tunnels. Alex could feel the weight of responsibility settling over him. The proof they carried could change the academy, expose the council, and protect countless lives, but it also made them targets. They finally reached a chamber with a hidden exit to the surface. She pressed a panel and a ladder descended to the forest below. Alex followed her, careful but quick, his muscles aching from the night's exertions. Once on the forest floor, they crouched in the shadows, listening. The academy loomed above them, quiet for the moment, but Alex knew it would not remain so. "You, human, strong, brave," she said quietly. "Maybe, together, we can survive and fight for truth." Alex nodded, determination settling in his chest. "Then we do it. No matter what happens, we stay together. We survive. And we expose the truth." She looked at him, a faint smile breaking through her tension. "Yes, together, we survive." The night stretched on, filled with shadows and dangers, but Alex knew one thing for certain. He would not abandon her. They were a team now, bound by trust, courage, and shared purpose, and somewhere deep inside he felt a spark of hope. The Council, the Hunters, the secret forces of the galaxy, they had underestimated him. They had underestimated humans, and that mistake could change everything. Alex and his alien roommate crouched in the shadows of the forest, listening to the distant sounds of the academy behind them. The night had been long, filled with narrow escapes, hidden tunnels, and moments of pure tension. But now, with the stolen data secure, the real challenge awaited, leaving the academy grounds and revealing the truth to the galaxy. "We must move," she whispered, her eyes scanning the tree line. "Council knows we take information soon." "Pursue again." Alex nodded, determination hardening in his chest. "Then let's not waste time. Show me the way." She led him along a hidden path through the forest, using roots and rocks to hide their movement. The air was cool, filled with the scent of damp earth and pine. Alex felt a strange mix of fear and excitement. The forest was quiet now, but he knew danger could appear at any moment. After several tense minutes, they reached a small clearing where a vehicle awaited, a sleek, low hovercraft with alien markings. She activated it with a swipe of her hand and it hummed to life silently. "This can take outside academy." "Fast," she said. "Few know. It exists. Must. Trust drive." Alex's eyes widened. "I trust you. Let's go." They climbed inside. She guided the hovercraft along hidden trails and forest paths, moving faster than Alex thought possible. The lights of the academy faded behind them, replaced by the darkness of the forest. The thrill of escape surged through him, but he knew the danger was far from over. "The Council will not stop," she said quietly. "Hunters, follow. We cannot." "Relax." Alex clenched his fists. "Then we stay ahead. We survive. We expose them." After nearly an hour of careful navigation, they emerged from the forest into open land. The hovercraft floated over hills and streams, moving faster than Alex could have imagined. He watched the stars above, thinking how vast the galaxy was, and how small humans were, yet capable of incredible courage. Suddenly, alarms blared from the hovercraft. Alex glanced at the console. "What's happening?" "They track her. Council deployed," she said urgently. "Must shake them." She twisted controls expertly, sending the hovercraft darting between hills and through narrow valleys. Alex held on tightly, heart pounding as the landscape blurred past them. "Do you often escape like this?" he asked, half in awe, half in fear. She glanced at him, a faint smile on her lips. "Yes, many times. Must survive. Protect knowledge. Always careful." Alex shook his head, amazed. "And you trusted me to help?" "Yes, human. Unpredictable, clever, brave," she said softly. "I trust you." The words warmed him. In a galaxy where everyone under is or